development partners, our friends and colleagues at home and international community. We stand here today to update the situation on the ground. Bangladesh government had one-sidedly declared an election to be held on the 7th, just in 2 days' time. But as you know, that everybody in the country and concerned friends overseas know very well that the result has already been sorted out from the Prime Minister's office. Who is going to win and who is going to lose, who's going to be determined. Election Commission on the 7th, the Sunday evening, only declare and announce the confirmation list they had received from the Prime Minister's office. We have rejected this election as a farcical, as a Potemkin and a lopsided election. Nobody, no credible opposition political parties are participating in this election. We therefore let the international world know that it is sad that for last 15 years, this nation of 120 million voters had been denied the very right of casting and selecting their own leaders. International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and Universal Declaration of Human Rights clearly ensured that every country with sovereignty need to get public mandate on a periodical basis. But with what you have seen in 2014 election, there has been no mandate from the people. 154 members of parliament were elected without a single vote being casted in their favor. What we have seen in 2018, there has been a midnight election. The whole administration, members of the civil and military bureaucracy had been forced to stuff ballots on the night before. And it is sad that the same kind of mechanism has been in place by the Election Commission, the administration of all forces and civil services. It is sad that we have been denied the same right. And it is not only the right to vote, the violence related to the electoral campaign has been widespread within the inter-Awami League parties, within their candidates and the other friendly candidates that the very Prime Minister and the ruling party had decided to stand in this election. There will be no genuine voters turnout. We fear not even 5% of the votes of the voters would attend the polling stations. In doing so, to increase the voter numbers, what the regime has been doing is far worse than we expected. Even there has been writ filed at the court that those more than 30 million people from the marginal groups who receive various kinds of welfare benefits from the taxpayers' money will be forced to attend the polling stations. Otherwise, they will be denied the very money that they receive on a monthly basis to meet their ends. It is sad many of those benefit cards had been already seized by the ruling party activists across the countries. We have been seen money has been distributed to different places and areas so that the voters can go and attend. Threats and intimidation has been widespread. If the voters do not attend the polling stations, they will be forced to leave their homes or go into hiding. There are intimidation and fear that false cases would be charged against them and they will be detained if necessary. This is the kind of a situation that we as a nation of 200 million under at the moment. So we let the international community know that please keep on pressure on this regime so stop the backsliding of our democratic values, human rights violations and civil rights. We expect our friends and colleagues at home and abroad to put sufficient pressure even after the 7th and continue to do that in the event that the regime becomes even more intolerant and tyrannical. Totalitarian and authoritarian regime cannot be a solution for Bangladesh as a literal country in the Indo-Pacific. So for our safety, for our future, for our trade and commerce in the coming years and decades, we feel our future lies with the democratic world. Our future lies with the rule-based international world. So the troika that has been helping this regime for this backsliding is not a solution for this country and the people. You have seen back in few days, Dr. Muhammad Yunus, the most prominent Bangladeshi citizen in this country, has been given a conviction of 6 months and $300 fine on a very trumped up charges. Over 100 charges had been made against this Nobel laureate. We condemned it before, and we continue to stand in solidarity with Professor Dr. Yunus. We ask the international community to take note that the largest opposition, the BNP leadership and the activists, have been in hiding. Tens of thousands have been detained in last 3 months. More than 1,000 of their top leaders have been given convictions through false charges, including many of them who passed away, who doesn't live in the country, who are abroad, and who have never been at the place of the incidents. We therefore ask the international community, United Nations, United States, European Union, and other friends around the world to take necessary measures so that Bangladesh doesn't fall out from our democratic path. Thank you very much.